I was 10 the day my world fell apart. Or maybe it had been falling apart for a long time and I just hadn't realized it yet. The yelling, the looks, the touches from my dad and brothers that made my skin crawl. I didn't know you were allowed to say no. I only knew how to stay quiet and survive. Then one day at school, the tears just wouldn't stop. My teacher knelt next to me and asked what was wrong. I whispered something I hadn't even fully understood until I said it out loud. My mom is taking me to a witch doctor to get the ball out of my belly. After that, everything happened so fast. Cops, strangers, a hospital room that felt too bright and cold.
Good. Hello there.
Hi,
How are you doing today?
I'm well. How are you?
Good. What is your name?
I'm Emily Pantelides.
Now, Emily, what are you doing here today?
I have no idea. Nobody told me. I just sat down and I'm talking to you.
Well, welcome to the Dear Someone Project Season 4. Emily, to your left-hand side, there is a yellow envelope with someone's story. This story is real, raw, and unfiltered. If you could please open the envelope and read it to the camera out loud. And please feel free to take your time.
Okay. Oh, it's long. Okay. Just start reading it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Dear someone, I was 10 the day my world fell apart. Are you going to try to make me cry? Or maybe it had been falling apart for a long time and I just hadn't realized it yet. Growing up, I thought what happened in our house was normal. The yelling, the looks, the touches from my dad and brothers that made my skin crawl. I didn't know you were allowed to say no. I didn't know what love was supposed to feel like. I only knew how to stay quiet and survive. Then one day at school, the tears just wouldn't stop. I kept trying to hide them, but I couldn't. My teacher knelt next to me and asked what was wrong. I was frozen, scared to speak, scared to stay silent. I whispered something I hadn't even fully understood until I said it out loud. Oh gosh. My mom is taking me to a witch doctor to get the ball out of my belly. She went quiet. Her face turned white. She didn't say another word, just took my hand and walked me to the office. After that, everything happened so fast. Cops, strangers, a hospital room that felt too bright and cold. I didn't know what to say. I didn't even know what was happening. I never went back home, and I never saw my mom again, or my dad, or my brothers. I was terrified, but somewhere deep inside, I felt something I hadn't felt before. Relief. That's when I heard the name Place of Hope for the first time. They brought me to Joanne's cottage. Nobody there looked at me weird. Nobody asked too many questions. They just gave me clean clothes, warm food, and a bed I didn't have to share. That first night, I actually slept. I hadn't done that in years. The cottage parents kept telling me God has a plan for you and for your baby. You guys are really making me cry. I thought I would not cry. Okay. There was a Bible verse on the wall. This is my son's verse, actually, his life verse. I don't even have to read it because I know this verse. For I know the plans for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and to harm you and not to harm you, give you hope and a future. Well, this says future and a hope, so maybe I've been butchering this the whole time. I didn't know if I believed that yet, but they believed it for me. I got time to breathe and to rest. A tutor came so I wouldn't fall behind in school. And when the time came, they helped me find a couple who wanted to adopt. I picked them myself. I cried when I placed my baby in their arms, but it wasn't because I was sad. It was because I loved her, the real kind of love. My body healed faster than my heart. I still jumped when people were kind to me. I still felt shame. But Joanne's cottage didn't give up on me. They took me to church and they prayed with me. and they kept reminding me I am not what happened to me. Later, I got to live with a family who loves me and keeps me safe, but part of me will always be at Joanne's cottage because that's where I first felt hope. And now I know what love really is. God has a plan for me and for the baby girl I gave life to. So I'm asking you, will you be my voice? There are more girls out there, girls who think pain is all there is, girls who don't know they can be free. Please tell my story. Support places like Joanne's Cottage, because they don't just give girls a place to stay, they give us our lives back. Sincerely, someone. P.S. Would you be my voice?
What thoughts or emotions are you processing right now after reading this letter?
I mean, the fact that this is a real story, the fact that this is a story that had a really happy ending because this person got to go to a place of hope. And there's so many others like this that never get the happy ending. The fact that I have 3 healthy children who have this exact verse for their life, obviously made me feel emotional because you live in this wonderful place and all these wonderful things are around you, and then there's stories like this right around us, and it's heartbreaking.
If the writer was here in front of you, what would you like to tell her?
That I'm proud of her and that God has a plan for her life to give her hope and a future, and that she did one of the most courageous things I think you can do, and that she deserves all of the beauty and the joy that every person in this world deserves, and that I hope she's happy.
How do you think you could be this person's voice?
It's a hard question. I mean, I certainly hope it's through working with Place of Hope, and I hope that by helping other kids and by donating not just finances, but time and love and, God's love to other kids, that can help her and that can help all the other kids. But I think the answer is just Place of Hope. I mean, it was her answer, and it can be for so many other people. Hi, my name is Emily, and I will be your voice.